हरि ओम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. In this series, today, chapter 2, sloka number 8. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyad yat shokamuchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumavasapatnam riddham rajyam suranam api chadhipatyam. Yesterday, Arjuna, overcome with grief, had said to Krishna, Krishna, I surrender unto thee. I am your disciple. Please instruct me on what is right, what should be done at this juncture. I am totally confused regarding what is dharma and what is adharma. And again in this shloka, he continues, Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yat shokam ushoshanam indriyanam. You may ask, why do you ask me the solution for your grief? Maybe you yourself, you will find a way out. But no, Krishna, I am not able to see any way out of this grief that is just scorching my senses. I am just burning because of this grief. I think I'll be burnt to ashes. I'm not able to bear it. And whatever I think about, whichever way I go, I'm not able to arrive at a solution. Okay, the whole thing has happened only because of this war. If I win this war, then maybe I'll be happy. No. Even if I win this war and I attain vast regions and Asapatnam means no enemies at all. My kingdom is such that we have no enemies. That means the kingdom will be Arjuna's forever. We can rule forever very happily. such great riches and power, even if we get on this earth, it's not going to destroy my grief. Or Rajyam Suranam api Chadhipatyam. If I become the king of the Devas, if I attain the position of Sakshat Indra, or even if I attain the position of Lord Brahma, even then I am not going to be happy. So I don't find any solution for my grief either in this world or in the other worlds. So you only please, you have to offer some solution for this. So now Arjuna, he realizes that all pleasures of this earth or of the other worlds up to Brahmaloka are all just they are just transient pleasures, and they are not going to offer the everlasting happiness. Arjuna realizes that, and he asks Krishna. Next shloka. Sanjaya uvacha evam uttva hrishikesham gudakeshah parantapah nayotsya iti govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. Here the Upanishad says, Soham Bhagavaha Shochami Tam Ma Bhagavan Shokasya Param Tarayatu. The disciple says to the Gurunatha, O Lord, I'm just overcome with so much grief, and you only have to take me out of this grief. I have to cross this ocean of grief, and you only should help me do that. Similar statement here now Arjuna makes to Krishna. And the Upanishad also says, Tad yatha iha karmachito lokaha kshiyata evameva amutra punyachito lokaha kshiyate. Like how all pleasures of this earth, they are not permanent. Today we may attain some happiness. Immediately tomorrow there is some other suffering that is waiting for us. So happiness is not permanent. It is not just regarding this earth, but Swarga, be it Swarga or be it Satyaloka, wherever you go, the pleasures that you enjoy there, they also end at one particular point. So, not all pleasures are permanent, says the Upanishad. And this knowledge is one of the main factors that take you towards Brahma Vidya. Only when you realize this, you feel, I have to know about the Brahman. There is something beyond all this. There is some eternal, everlasting happiness. I should attain that. That thought itself arises only when this fact is realized. Now Sanjaya says to Dhritarashtra, saying so to Krishna, Arjuna, remain silent. I will not fight this war. He just completed what all he has been saying so far, and he remains silent. Now, after Arjuna exhausted everything that was there here in his mind, Krishna starts speaking to him. तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः. तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत. Now Krishna, Hrishikeshaha, the master of all the senses, the Sarvantaryami, he being Sarvantaryami, he knows what Arjuna actually feels, and being Sarvantaryami, he can also easily bring out Arjuna out of this dilemma. In the previous shloka, Arjuna calls Krishna Govinda. Govindaha means the one who knows about all knowledge in the Vedas. That is, one who knows everything. Sarvajnaha is what is implied. So, that omniscient Krishna, that omnipotent Krishna, because he is the Antaryami of everyone, he can do whatever he wants. Being inside, he can make every living being do whatever he wants. So that Krishna now speaks to Arjuna. Prahasanniva Bharata, as if smiling, a little bit as if smiling, he says. Why is that? Because Krishna feels, oh, such a state Arjuna has brought upon himself. Sitting in the middle of two armies, in the middle of the battlefield, when the war has actually started, he is now shedding tears, saying, no, Krishna, I will not fight this war. How come such a thing has happened? This is only because Arjuna is ignorant. He is unaware of Atma Vidya. And the Lord also feels such a feeling can arise only in the mind of a dharmic person. Only someone who is actually virtuous and who is actually concerned about dharma and one who is actually good at heart, who is loving, can get this feeling that, oh, how can I kill all my loved ones for the sake of attaining pleasures, riches, power and kingdom. So, that also is in a way good. And now has arisen the chance to instruct my Arjuna, the Brahma Vidya. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Asocyan Anvashocastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Gatasuna Gatasumscha Nanushocanti Panditaha. He says, Asocyan Anvashocastvam. Asocyan means that regarding which you should not worry about. This Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, about all whom you are actually worrying, they don't deserve to be worried about. Why do you worry about them? You keep feeling, oh, they are going to die. And I am going to be responsible for their death. After their death, what will I do? How will I enjoy all the pleasures that I got by killing them? You keep thinking about this. You are worried about this. Actually, when somebody has lived a life of righteousness, a proper dharmic life, then when he dies, we should not worry about him. We should not worry about such people. Because after death they are going to attain good worlds. Only if we lead a adharmic life, we will go to hell. We should be worried what will happen to me after death. Because we have committed so many sins. But Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, they all have led very good lives. So you should not worry about them. And another thing is, they can never die. Any soul is eternal. Nobody can die. It is just the soul leaves this body and catches hold of another body. It always lives. It never dies. So why are you worried? When nobody can die, when they cannot die, you feel, oh, they are going to die, they are going to die. And you feel, I will be responsible for their death. And not only that, Prajnavadamscha Bhashase. You speak great words like a big scholar. You speak about dharma, what is adharma, about the other words and all that. When actually you are so very confused about what is dharmic and what is adharmic. Gatasun agatasumscha nanushocanti panditaha. Actually, the wise, they don't worry about gatasun, those who are dead. And also about agatasun, those who are living. They don't worry about either the dead or the living. And you are worrying so much. And you feel you are a great Pandita and you are speaking something. What is this, Arjuna? The Upanishads say, Tasmat Brahmanaha Pandityam Nirvidya Balyena Tishtaset. That is, Pandityam means the knowledge of the Atman. That wisdom is only called Pandityam. So, the Jnanis, the wise, they never worry about either the dead or the living. And in all the coming shlokas, Krishna explains this particular shloka. Explanation of this shloka is the coming shlokas, which we will see in the coming sessions. It will be very good, right? Not to worry about either the dead or not to worry about those who are living also. It's a great state to be in. And regarding that, what Krishna has to say, we'll see tomorrow. Hari Om.